Hold on. Do I have any gems in here? No, I don't. I need to do more quests. That's the issue.
Cause of social shit fiend, boy. I stopped sipping for I sister fucking green, boy. Lambo take off, Red Bull, I got wings, boy. Social hating on y'all, ain't no.
All right, this is same day as the last episode of the decorators, but now we're moving into some types. This is the new chapter, chapter 9, aka the last chapter of functional programming. So really close to being done. Let's see, this is 7 chapters away from or 7 lessons away from finishing. But without further ado, let's get started. Remember when I said pure functions are my favorite part of functional programming? Well, some types are a close second. Pure functions are my favorite part of. A sum type is the opposite of product type. Um, this Python object is an example of a product type. Man studies finance. True. Man has trust fund. False. Total number of combinations a man can have is 4. The product is 2 times 2. Let's see. Hmm. Total. Oh, okay. The product of 2 times 2 is 4. If we add a third attribute, perhaps, then it would be like 3 times. No, 2 to the third power. No. 2, 4. No. How did we get here? 2 times 2 times 2. 2, 4, 8. Yeah, 2 to the third power. I'm tripping. 2 to the third power. So any other column we add after, that's another power. Because it can either only be true or false. So that's 2. And then times the number of attributes. So if you add a third attributes, perhaps blue eyes boolean, the total number of possibilities multiplies again to 8. Yeah. But let's pretend that we live in a world where there are really only 3 types of people that our program cares about: dateable, undateable, maybe dateable. Let's pretend like we live in a world where there are only 3 types of people that our program cares about. Okay. We can reduce the number of cases our code needs to handle by using fake Pythonic sum type with only 3 possible types. We can reduce the number of cases our code needs to handle by using fake sum types with only 3 possible types: person, self name, dateable, maybe dateable, undateable. Then we use the is instance built-in function to check if a person is an instance of one of the subclasses. There's a clunky. Okay, I think I'm understanding this now. It's a clunky way to represent some types. It's a clunky way to represent some types, but hey, it's Python. Def respond to my text guy at bar person, so he can it's either true or false. He either has or has not responded. This is gonna return a string, so they all return strings for every case. That's great. If instance dateable, have you tried being rich? Hey, I'm busy. Let's hang out with you. Sometime later. Let's hang out with you. Okay, I think I'm understanding this now. This is a great like what is it, analogy or something? Or example. Like, this is a great example. Some types versus product types, as opposed to product types, we which can have many, often infinite combinations, as opposed to product types, which can have many, often infinite combinations. Some types have a fixed number of possible values. To be clear, Python doesn't really support some types. We have to use a workaround to and invent our own little system and enforce it ourselves. Assignment. Whenever a document is parsed by doc to doc, it can either succeed or fail. In functional programming, we often represent errors as data. Example, the parse error class. Rather than raising an error, I mean, rather than by raising exceptions. Hold on. Functional programming, we often represent errors as data. We often represent errors as data. That's true. The parse error class. Example, the parse error class. Rather than raising exceptions because exceptions are side effects. This isn't standard Python practice, but it's useful to understand from a FP perspective. Complete a parse and parse error subclasses. Parse represents success. It should accept doc name and save them as properties of the same name. Okay. Should accept and save them as properties of the same name. What does that mean? If doc name. Um, hmm. Represents a failure. It should accept doc name and error string save the property. What does that mean? Hold on. Do I have any gems in here? No, I don't. I need to do more quests. That's the issue. Looks like I got a chat GPT. Actually, let me just put this before any nonsense. Hmm. Hmm. Save them as properties of the same name. They're saying store these values on the objects. Think about a class like this, dog. Because dog was saved as a property. Because Rex was saved as a property named name. Yeah. So for your assignments, ask if I create result equals parsed notes. Should happen when somebody writes results dots. Hmm. Telling you those should exist as properties on the object. Likewise. Let's see. What? Maybe parsed? Both constructors. Doc name text. Doc name error. Doc name text. Doc name error. Oh, okay. I think I'm just setting it. I think I'm just overthinking it. Okay. Hold on. Text equals text self doc name equals doc name self error was error. Perfect. Great hit. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. GG's. There we go with the first episode. See you guys in the next one. 12 minutes is not bad, too. I walk around like that nigga. On the trigger if